Hello, I'm Laura Bloomberg, President of Cleveland State University. With spring semester coming to a close, I'd like to take just a few moments to reflect on this academic year. We've made significant strides in so many areas, advancing key elements of our ambitious strategic plan, CSU 2.0, and we've done this even as we've maintained a safe and healthy campus. We should all be proud of what we've accomplished as a community, even as we know we have a lot more work to do together. I'd like to begin by addressing the leadership change here at CSU. A few weeks ago, I was named the 8th president of Cleveland State, and I am very excited and honored to be a part of the future of this great university. I'd also like to acknowledge that our current forward momentum is due in large part to the leadership of my predecessor, President Harlan Sands, who guided this campus through a difficult time these past few years and worked hard to expand our reach. I'm eager to sustain that momentum through CSU 2.0, which is such an aspirational blueprint for this university's future. It affirms our status as an anchor institution and one of growing into a beacon institution for Northeast Ohio and nationally. Finally, I want to emphasize that a university president is just one leader among many. We have a wonderful senior cabinet, deans, faculty, students, and staff who all together create the academic leadership fabric of this institution. We do this work together. As we grow, we will continue to maintain our focus on academic excellence and build top-notch programs, both in our teaching and in our research. We know that engaged learning happens all over campus, in our classrooms, and also in our library, our studios, on our performance stages, and in our scientific research labs. We seek excellence in all those areas. In January, it is noteworthy that the Higher Learning Commission renewed our accreditation for 10 full years. This is a very strong endorsement of our work and our engagement with students. We should be really proud of that accomplishment. We also had the honor this year of naming Cleveland State's first ever distinguished professor, Dr. Samantha Baskin. This is a scholar who really could be successful at any university, and yet she chooses Cleveland State University. We took a moment to talk with Dr. Baskin about what this honor means to her.
I feel really honored and recognized to be CSU's inaugural Distinguished Professor. This is a print by Jack Levine. He's an artist that I've worked extensively on. I feel like I've really tried to make a big contribution not only to Cleveland State University and not only to the mainstream through my mainstream press articles and my lectures to general audiences and the academic world. I want to teach about what art history means and can mean and what Jewish culture is and has been to as large an audience as possible, and that was recognized, and it really means a lot to me. Writing a book is the culmination of ideas, and I pull together so many disparate sources. I do archival research all around the country and in Europe sometimes and in Israel. I believe that the college experience can transform lives. At CSU, I try to teach not only the meaning of art in its own time and how it's perceived in the current moment. I also teach students how to learn and to love to learn. My work as a professor provides me with the great gift of living a life of the mind, and I hope my students walk away with that joy after taking my classes. I am gratified that CSU is recognizing art history and the humanities for their role in the liberal education of our students, who will go on to travel and see great works of art and architecture, and also be enriched by the values inculcated by human creativity in arts and letters.
This year, we also continue to emphasize support services that students need to persist in their studies and complete their degrees. We gain national attention for how we serve our students and support students' overall well-being. We were ranked as the top university in Ohio for social mobility and recognized as a top university for veterans by the Military Times. We've seen tremendous success in our living learning communities that bring students together to create a social bond and support network that is so essential for their success across campus. Just last week, we had a wonderful lunch conversation with key funders for one of our living learning communities, the Parker Hannafin Living Learning Community. They heard about a powerful experience and learned firsthand that this program is indeed changing lives. Dr. Tashelle Banks, along with student Martinique Jackson and one of our success coaches, will tell us more about this program.
Living learning communities here at CSU. It's about creating community, creating relationships, and supporting students where they needed to be supported, meeting them where they are at so that they can graduate from CSU.
I went to school at Cleveland School of Science and Medicine located inside of John Hay. I ended up finding about Cleveland State and the Parker Hannafin program. I submitted the application, then I ended up getting accepted.
Students who are immersed in the college environment and stay on campus have an increased likelihood of graduating from college. What makes the Living Learning communities unique is that this kind of relational, high-touch model that we qualify as a graduation success coaching model here.
Over the course of the 2 years, I've met with her just about every day, if not every day, every other day. I go to Megan for scholarships, my resumes, to set up class meetings. I could talk to her about anything. It's like a safe haven space, no judging. And I just truly love her. She's so amazing.
And she just had a stellar first semester and first year.
Here's what I say about Living Learning communities. They work, right? They've been around since 1997. It just became the time for CSU to do it. In what ways can we service our students differently? Folks care for them here at CSU, not just them completing classes and being successful, but the whole person and their well-being while here.
We also have new additions to our police department, brothers Rune and Thor. These therapy dogs on campus brighten our day, and they also help us out in tough situations. One recent evening, I was at the Student Center for some end-of-year celebrations, and Rune and Thor came wearing their best tux jackets. It was adorable. Every single day, I and our entire CSU leadership team want to ensure that we give more students the opportunity to attend and be successful here at Cleveland State. We will continue our work towards our aspiration of being a beacon institution for this region and for the nation. Part of this is building new partnerships, like our partnership with Amazon's Career Choice, where hourly Amazon employees can receive a fully funded education at Cleveland State. Some Amazon employees, like Therese Robinson, are already at CSU, and we've asked Jonathan Wayner, our Vice President and Dean of Admissions, to discuss this new partnership.
I'm a freshman and I study music education, which means that I will be teaching students how to do music, whether it is in choir or band. So I found out about Career Choice through my sister and her fiance. They told me about the program and I started working there.
Cleveland State University is incredibly excited to partner with Amazon for their Career Choice program. We're their only four-year degree granting program in Greater Cleveland. At CSU, providing our students opportunity to advance their careers and understanding our mission around social mobility, it's incredibly important to us. And so that partnership with Amazon made natural sense.
I'm very happy that Amazon gave me this opportunity because it's a program that you can be doing anything in. I'm a music education major, and obviously that doesn't have much to do with packing, but they're still offering me a good education and paying for it, which is something that I would definitely not be able to do by myself. So I'm very thankful.
We're also doing our part as an anchor institution in Cleveland. We have a responsibility and an obligation to support the communities around us and share our expertise. Programs like Survive and Thrive share the expertise of our faculty with Northeast Ohio to address important and timely issues like the unacceptably high infant and maternal mortality rates of the region. We asked Dr. Heather Rice to tell us a bit about this new research initiative.
Okay, ladies, so today we're going to start with hip circles on the ball, right?
The Survive and Thrive project is an interdisciplinary team. It involves the School of Nursing, so myself and Dr. Joan Tolman. We have the School of Social Work with Dr. Celeste Collins, and we also have the College of Urban Affairs, and Dean Roland Anglin is representing that school and overseeing the research team there. African American women tend to have more concerns related to premature births, which increase their risk. But we know that prematurity is based specifically with toxic stress. We face racial differences, structural discrimination, and things of that sort. Higher blood pressure, concerns with heart rate. So that stress on the body is also a stress on the baby.
Let's try pelvic tilts, right?
So the state put out a call wanting to find ways to address the infant mortality rate, particularly in the state of Ohio.
So this is how your partner can support you.
A portion of the funding supports the work that's being done at Birthing Beautiful Communities by continuing to provide training for their perinatal support specialists. We've also provided some funding to create an app called Thrive that will work alongside the work that BBC is doing.
Your doula is keeping you supported and massaging.
Birthing Beautiful Communities have done things a bit different. They actually work with moms longer, up to 80 weeks, and they come in, they accompany them to appointments.
Get baby into position and eases pregnancy and labor pains.
How about we create a resiliency model and we look at what helps the babies to actually live and make it? What are those indicators that if we hit these things, we're pretty confident that that baby will do well and not be a statistic?
We also spent time this year strengthening our own community. Our student organizations pivoted back to more on-campus, in-person experiences and activities. Our music, theater, and dance programs staged live performances and dance recitals again with appreciative audiences nearing pre-pandemic levels. I was often in those audiences. Our athletics programs, despite making some substantial budgetary cuts as part of CSU 2.0, have been key in bringing us together as a community. Students, faculty, and staff alike have had a ton of fun cheering on our student athletes on the courts, the mats, the field, and in the pool this year. Congratulations to all our student athletes for incredible performances this year. And here's the real indication of students as athletes and athletes as students. All 18 of our teams had collective GPAs over 3.0, and we have an overall cumulative GPA of 3.51 across all our athletic programs. Congratulations on that remarkable accomplishment. Our community is generous. We had a spectacular giving day and received almost $540,000 from nearly 3,000 donors. That's a dramatic increase in giving from just 5 years ago. Thank you for this remarkable show of support. Our campus community is also dedicated. We celebrated service awards in person this year and recognized employees with hallmark years of service, including 143 faculty and staff members with a combined 2,700 years of service. That's just remarkable. Finally, when I think about our campus community, I want to reflect on the fact that one of the most important things we can do on campus to ensure everyone thrives is to ensure that we are diverse as a community and that as a community we are also equitable, inclusive, and just as we work toward our vision for CSU. Like all universities, we have work to do in this regard, but we are focused and determined to do this work, whether by creating opportunities for race equity dialogue and training across campus, or ensuring our hiring practices are inclusive and equitable, or protecting free speech and addressing directly and honestly issues of injustice and bias when they occur. As a good colleague often reminds me, equity and justice work must be everyone's everyday business. This year we made progress on major initiatives that will continue through the summer and well into next year. Our campus master plan is underway, and we are designing the post-pandemic urban campus of the future. So many of you have been involved in this exciting work, and I'm grateful to you. We are creating new dining options that will be on campus for fall of 2022, and we're really very excited about that. We substantially advanced our college realignment initiative, and our 3 new colleges will better amplify our unique strengths and broadcast the story of our impressive university across the state and among our peer institutions nationally. We recently announced the names of our newly formed colleges, and as I mentioned in a recent campus-wide message, these college names are effective because they are clear and succinct, and because they signal our key priorities: the College of Arts and Sciences, College of Education and Public Affairs, the College of Health. Everyone has a role to play at CSU. Together, We've made great progress towards our shared vision, and I look forward to continuing that progress in the coming year. We wrap up this academic year next weekend with our spring commencement, one of my favorite days of the year. I want to personally extend my heartiest congratulations to the class of 2022. I can't wait to see you next Saturday. And to students not graduating, I look forward to seeing you in the fall. Until then, I am wishing you all a fun, relaxing, and exciting summer. Stay healthy, safe, and well. We'll be eager to welcome you back here on campus in the fall.